this is my first time back at XPK since March of 2020, but you've been here since then.
Yes, yeah. I had my record release here in November and have been here numerous times, not necessarily playing, but to see friends and different events that are happening. And this is one of my favorite spots in Des Moines just because, I mean, it's beautiful and comfortable and welcoming, and they're doing it right here.
The record release show you were just talking about is for Heavy Love, which also came out in November. Congratulations on that record, by the way. It's beautiful. And when were these songs written?
Oh, that's a great question, Tony. Some of the songs were written years ago and haven't found their way to a recording. And I had a lot of audience members and a lot of fans that were wanting to hear certain songs, and they weren't able to hear them otherwise just coming to a show. So obviously when the pandemic hit, it was, as a creative mind, it's like, okay, let's get these finally onto a record of some kind.
Even if it doesn't directly reference the events of the past couple of years, some songs just are different now. Like everything kind of seems to be about this moment. And you do also have a song on the record called George, directly referencing George Floyd. And so that made me wonder how many songs may have been just inspired by this moment.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, George was in the moment. I'm not a person that goes out on the streets and protests and hold signs. That doesn't mean my heart isn't with those very strong and leaders of our communities. But for me, my sadness needed to happen and come out, and my anger needed to come out at the piano in writing that song. And it was important for it to go on this record. The title's called Heavy Love. So Dream a Good One was written before that, but never really took wings until we got into the studio and started kind of creating the vibe of that tune. I'm able to deliver my thoughts in a new way than from my other records. I think it's more vulnerable and relatable to the audience, whereas my old records are more just about me. And so I trust that the listeners are connecting in their own way, and it's more relevant to their life right now in this moment.
There's also an Amy Mann song on this record, one of my favorite Amy Mann songs, Save Me. And you recorded several other cover songs while at home. You have a Linda Ronstadt song, you have a Sheryl Crow song. Do you have a particular passion for covering songs? How do you choose a song?
Oh, well, I was very staunch person about not covering tunes for many years of my professional career, just because I felt like those artists had created those songs, and it wasn't up to me to cover it without bringing new life to it. And as I've grown as an artist, I have found that there are so many songs that really point to different beautiful moments in my life. And when I find a song that does that to me, then I'll be like, okay, how can I make that a Sara song?
So you're also involved in Girls Rock Des Moines, and I know it's a big topic, but could you kind of sum up what it is and tell us what's going on with that right now?
Yeah, sure. Well, Girls Rock Des Moines is a nonprofit based here in Des Moines, and what we do is we lift up the voices of girls and gender expansive youth by giving them access to all things in the music industry. So we got a grant from the Variety Children's Charity of Iowa and built a studio a few years back, and we're teaching them how to be in the studio as an engineer. So maybe some of the artists, they don't want to be on the stage, but they want to be behind the camera, or they want to be at the DAW system and they want to record or they want to learn how to do lights and sound. So we are instilling that power in them so they know that they can do whatever they want to. And while learning about the music industry, they're also learning about themselves and being authentic to who they want to be and who they want to become. And there have been some really cool and amazing artists to come out of the program that are doing their own solo work in our community and statewide. So it's a really neat program.
Do you have any advice that you could give right now to younger musicians, maybe particularly young women or non-gender conforming folks who are thinking about getting into music or have already, something that you feel they should know?
Yeah, just do it. Just take the jump and do it. You're never going to have enough time. You're never going to have enough money. You're never going to have enough space. It's just those things that we have as prerequisites of what our life is supposed to be like. Just kind of chuck it out the window and be in the moment. And if that's the direction that you want to go as an artist, then just do it. Try everything. Meet as many people as you can. Collaborate. And it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay for a song to be a super bummer and it doesn't work out. I have a lot of those, but then it's just like that one that will catch somebody's attention. Also, you're doing it for yourself. Do it for yourself, not for others, which has really helped me along in my journey.
All right. Yay. Yep. Thanks, Sarah.
And I'm really super honored that you chose me for this, and it's always been one of those bucket list kind of things, maybe one day.